I've been learning about the Lindsay Clancy trial through TikTok, and then I watched like maybe 10 minutes of it today with the father-in-law, who, by the way, the whole time I didn't know that he was a father-in-law because they hadn't mentioned it, and I wasn't there for the beginning. I just thought he was like a friendly man from church. I did not realize that was their grandfather. Nonetheless, it only makes sense what I'm seeing in the comments of a lot of these videos, but it just goes to show like most people have no clue what it's like to deal with somebody who's experiencing psychosis, who might be in and out of reality. I've just continued saying is like, you're lucky that you've never had to experience that. But you know, it's incredible ignorance, and you have no idea. You just have no idea what it does to people. And I have no comment at this time on whether I think who did it, whatever, like that's not what I'm speaking to. But literally based on all of the information, I don't know how anybody could conclude that it is premeditated murder in any traditional sense that we understand the term. Those kids were her whole life, based on literally everybody that is in her life that I've seen speak about it, from, again, the father-in-law, the friendly churchgoer, to her friends, her coworkers, her own words in her journals. She was incredibly attentive, far more attentive than I think most of our parents were. Leaving notes for the nanny for how small to cut the food so that Callan can eat. Those are not the notes, the words, somebody who wants to harm their children. And I think when it comes to psychosis, that's another thing that a lot of people need to understand, is that although obviously it's against every reality that we know, people that are undergoing that might truly believe and feel more than anything else to be real that the best way that they can protect their children is to take them out of this world. And like, it's just horrifying. It's terrible. And again, honestly, based on a lot of the evidence, I'm not even so sure that she did it. But a lot of people are like double speaking when they're saying, when I can think of an example of exactly what it is I'm talking about, I'll leave it in the comments. But there's some double speaking going on because they're not understanding the psychology of what's happening. And I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a person who has dealt with people experiencing psychosis, mania, agitated depression, and the like. But the amount of torture that woman is going through, I just can't even imagine. And when it comes to justice, I think it's a really great example of us needing something besides prison. If you're talking about rehabilitation, if you're talking about actually improving society, if you're talking about healing and making our world a better place.